Hey, what's up guys, aarava here and welcome back to the episode of my F1 2019 Manager Career Mode here with Red Bull Honda for round number 4 in this season at the Portuguese Grand Prix. If you guys did miss the previous one, then be sure to go check that one out. The return of Verstappen to the grid after his injury. We thought we might need to kind of demote him effectively and give him kind of lesser parts and kind of have it a bit more equal because contractually, Verstappen is the first driver, Gasly's the second, but obviously he crashed on his own accord in the first race, came back. Stats-wise, he was a little bit less than when he was before the crash, but he smashed it in the race, especially after he hit it off at turn 1. So I thought he was going to have a horrendous race. He was in last place or second last place by the end of lap 1, and he came back through to bloody win the entire thing. Absolutely amazing performance there by Verstappen. Obviously, we got a little bit lucky in terms of the strategy as well. You know, we played out, we went for the risk of going for a less stop strategy compared to Hamilton, and it worked out, paid dividends. So, you know, that's always, the case where, sometimes risking it really does pay off in those kind of situations here. We've got an interview with Zygo Sport, Russell's agent. I'm going to say he's an interesting driver. That won't affect much apart from just him, his morale, but it won't affect any of our drivers. That's fine. But Verstappen blitzes the opposition. Obviously, Gasly, on the other hand, did not have a good race. He had to make an extra pit stop. He had damage to his suspension, which forced us into an extra stop. And then we had an extra stop on top of that because we pit in for a front wing change, I think it was, or something like that, and also fresh tyres. And we came back through to get the position where he was before. But he's still got a few weeks, I think, till he gets back up to 4 stars because he's got that trait of wanting to become a musician, which is dragging him down a little bit. In terms of percentage-wise, there were no mistakes, I don't believe, at China, so we're looking very good, but we've got a really good arsenal of people we can swap in anyway, so that's all fine, to be honest. So we'll swap in this dude, give him a rest, 2.9, 1.7, yeah, we can probably give him a rest, but I'm going to put this guy in just in case we need to make any kind of, changes to the parts. But in terms of people to hire, I'm going to reject all of these guys because I don't need it. Like I said, we've got a good rotation on the pit crew. So we move on then. I need to remember, actually, we're building a rear wing. Okay, so got that done. That's going to get done in a few days' time. We got new sponsors. Now, remember, we left this because we wanted to see what was going to come our way. And now we've got a 5-star sponsor here, Alpine Stars, which is a little bit annoying, though, because Panasonic is here. And we've already got a 1.2 bonus pool for Panasonic. So this is a better pool. This is 1.25 for 5th or above. But that's kind of annoying in a way because we've already got one. But that'll be for 3 races only. And then we have Alpine Stars to go to, perhaps. I don't know. I need to quickly check what we had last episode just to make sure we've got better deals on the on these other fronts basically as well. So yeah, last episode we had a lot of fixed paper races and Simon's is going to be better than all of those deals. Literally the highest we had was 464,000, so this is 560,000. And then this is an upfront payment. We don't really want an upfront payment, but if I worked it out, it'd probably work out kind of the same-ish, I guess, maybe. So 6421000 divided by 12 races, it's 535 per thousand per race. So both of these are better than what we had. So again, waiting one race does kind of work, but Alpine Stars obviously is 1.2 per race. That is a lot of money to come into, but obviously we've already got Panasonic, like I said, so that's a difference of 50k, but this runs out in 3 races. So, this is a guaranteed, income now for 19 races, 1.2 million, and we can always hopefully replace Panasonic with a better sponsor in 3 races' time. It's not exactly like we're losing so much money. We're getting 1.2 anyway, as it is, without any kind of deal anyway. So I say we go for Alpine Stars. It's a 5-star sponsor. How can we not? So I'm going to go for that. Going to choose them from now on, probably. Well, definitely, because they're better than Panasonic. And in 3 races' time, we get to renew the Panasonic deal, and we'll hopefully get a fixed paper race deal for that, and that will be positive in that kind of sense. So we've gone for that, and Alpine Stars, to be fair, nice brand. Looks good there, actually, at the very top of the engine cover. That one little tiny logo looks good, actually, as well. So it's probably the best-looking logo also at the top there. So that's all good. So car repair is done. We're going to move through now to get our rear wing design. I'm actually going to quickly check, though, the improvements we're making here. So we're doing it all to performance here. Reliability-wise, we could do the front wings because they were a little bit iffy, weren't they, last race, as well as suspension. Let's do this one. because we can't apparently do any higher than 91% reliability on this suspension part for some reason. And then I'll add the rear wings as well. And then what else? We've got one more slot to do. I guess we could do the gearbox, but that hasn't really been an issue so far, really. So I think I'm going to bring up to scratch this brake, 65% to 73. Going to move this over here to 7 days. We'll go 4 days before the Grand Prix, just to really get those reliability sources up. Right, so mail, what we got? Thoughts on potential removal of Doha. So even one less race. Again, I'll accept the interview. Sorry to say, I'm still making my mind up. I'm going to make my mind up because I'm not too sure yet. I don't know why that affects George Russell for some reason. It's definitely tricky to see who's going to benefit. I don't see any clear arguments either way, so I may just abstain. I'm going to say that because I probably will just abstain. In terms of the rules, we've got removal of Doha, we've got refueling, which I could be interested in, high merit payments, and then no bonus promotion payments. So I probably will abstain from the Doha vote because that's probably the least of my concerns. I'd rather save my votes for the other ones coming up there, like refueling, like I said. So we're going to move on then. Rear wing's going to get built, so that's all nice and good. So let's improve that. Is that going to be better reliability? No, it's not. We desperately need to improve that. So let's remove that, add that on. Remove that one, add that on. And I will add that to performance as well. What's close to being done? That brake set. So let's add on this rear wing. I'll still keep this at 20. Actually, we're going to move this to 31 to 4, just so I can use that rear wing definitely straight away in this next race. But should we continue to improve the rear wing? I guess so. We don't have epic knowledge, though, on the rear wing, do we? No, we have epic on the front wing, so I could really start to push on for the front wing. We're second place in the front wing department, so let's get an iteration going on the front wing. So we'll go plus 20 and then plus 40, I guess. Yeah, 1157. That's going to take a long time, though, to do, but I guess that's just what we're going to have to do. 4 days before the Grand Prix. Still could be usable, actually, before Portugal. You never know. So let's have a look at it. But we got, first of all, a vote for Doha. So let's quickly abstain from this, basically. A pretty pointless vote for us, but here we go. Must respond. Politics. I'm going to abstain and save a vote there. So let's have a look here. If it gets removed, that's 2 tracks now removed from the original calendar we had, which is... I don't know how bad I feel about it. It's obviously a shorter calendar, so we go through new seasons and fresh, exciting seasons quicker, but also in a way it means the pressure's on then. Every single race counts that much more. But we move on then. We've got 7 to 5 rejected, so Doha will stay on the calendar. Surprised to see Frederick Vasseur vote twice there for Alfa Romeo. Interesting, but yeah, so it's been rejected. Doha will stay on the calendar. And we'll move on. Our life continues onto this new front wing we've just designed. We've got mail. What else? Fuel efficiency. It's great to be driving a car that sips fuel. I know, Max. I know. That's what I wanted for a long while. Right, front wing. Let's have a look here. What we saying? Is it better? It's the same. It's the same as the current one we have. Both could be improved, though. So let's go for what's close to being done. Nothing really. Actually, the brake set's getting close to being done, and that engine's being close to be done. So now we're going to do 2 front wings. Add those on. Reliability-wise, it's a little bit iffy, so let's remove that one, add that one on, and we'll go to 35 to 0, just to pile home the reliability to make sure we can use it at Tondela. Here we go. Car. Let's have a look here now. 94, 94, we can remove those. 86, 84, 94 is pretty good. 80, we'll keep these 3 on. We'll move this all the way over here to 33.2 on the performance. And we'll move now into this Alpine Stars, our new sponsor, 1.250. So not much difference, but still a little bit. And we'll get 2.4. That's still not bad for a bonus payment for after the race. Tires high. We'll take in 5 sets of softs, I'm going to say. 6 mediums, and we'll take in 4 hards. I think that's a good spread. Kind of like last... I think pretty much like literally what we had last episode. Right, in terms of part dealings, we're going to keep Verstappen on the better brakes. Verstappen will have the better engine now. Gasly will be demoted to that one. Front wing, Gasly can have the better rear wing. Front wing, that's only a difference of 1, so that's hardly much, actually. Gearbox, we're going to give Verstappen the better one. Rear wing, we'll give Verstappen that one. Gasly, we can have that one. He's still happy with that, so that's all good. And suspension-wise, I'll give Verstappen the better one. And actually, you know what? I want to swap it. I want to see what we can do with Gasly having still a pretty okay spread. So I think Verstappen's got 1, 2, 3, 4 better parts, Gasly 2. I think that's pretty fair. Still gives Verstappen the majority, but he's delighted, he's happy, so it's all good. Right, going to go for the medium tyre knowledge. Once again, I think the middle tyre is the way to go. When it's high tyre wear, like China, like Portugal, I think middle tyre is the way to go. Only when we get to the low ones will I probably go for the softest compound available. So, kind of like China, I'm hoping we can do something with Verstappen maybe, where we go one less stop than other people if they decide to do something aggressive, or vice versa. They might just try on the hard tyres, and so we just might be on a bit of a faster compound maybe compared to a few others on the grid. But I'm going to bring them in, obviously, check the setup first, and then we'll go from there, really. But hopefully the setup's safe from last year, so hopefully it's okay. Looking good for Verstappen. A little bit of work to Gasly, I should say. Good work. Need to do some work on Verstappen there. So Gasly, he's good, excellent. 97, actually, that's pretty high. That's good enough percentage for me, mate. You can go out for 12 laps on the mediums and just get all the knowledge. Verstappen, though, need to do some tweaking. Going to bring the downforce down, because Gasly like that as well, having the downforce down. So I'm going to kind of follow that. And the speed balance was fine. And then I'm going to go towards some understeer, since that seems to be the better way to go about it. I'll try and get this back to where we were, though. So I think that might be good. Maybe a little more tweak on the downforce. Okay, that might be the one, I think. Maybe tweak that a little bit more. No. Tire pressures. Can we? No, the wrong way. That's the wrong way. Have that over there. That's pretty much spot on. Right. We'll just go for 4 laps. I'll bring him straight back in, basically, just to check this, but it's going to take a while. All 3 setup parameters being changed, so he's sat in the garage still, making the changes. There we go. Okay. All good. Verstappen, bring in, and let's check this after the lap, and hopefully it'll be okay. Meanwhile, Gasly, gear ratios just right, and he's just going out there. Right, Verstappen, positive, great, good, excellent. 93%, so positive movement, but still not where we need it. Maybe we need it in the middle here to get an excellent, you know, so maybe something like that could be the one. And then downforce, do I go even lower maybe on the front wing, just to see how it goes? I'll go for 8 laps and just hope that this is the one, and I'll just focus on watching them get the knowledge then for medium and race trim, and then pretty much we'll be done. I think we don't need to really, you know, faff around with any kind of knowledge, because I'm confident the medium tyre, I think for us, will be the way to go. No one's going on the mediums. It's all soft and hards, but that's why I think it's the right way to go. For us, it's an alternative strategy. It's a strategy where we can play around a little bit, you know. If you go to the soft tyres, you know you're going to have to make a 2-stop probably. Right, there we go. Verstappen's got good and 2 excellent, so downforce-wise, we maybe gave him a little bit less, 95, so we'll go back to where we were, which is just a little bit of an improvement there. That was great, so let's go to something like that. That might be the excellent we're looking for, and that's pretty much not even moved, so that's all fine. We'll go for 8 laps. May as well go and get knowledge on soft tyres, just in case. You never know. Gasly's going to come in, though. We'll do the same thing for him and help him out there. 8 laps. Soft tyre. There we go. Ooh, I click cancel by mistake. I do that often now. I misclick. Send out. Right, go. Right, race time then. Practice has been done. That was successful. Let's see where the random grid places us this time round. Doesn't look like we're quite high. P11, and Max is all the way in 22nd place. Jesus. Right, where's Hamilton? Where is he? And also, where's Auer as well? Because we need to know about both Mercs. Oh, P7. Hamilton's going to have a very easy time in this Grand Prix, I think. I think he's already won this in a way. Where is the other Merc, though? Where is Auer? I think he's down with us. No, I've missed him somewhere. That's how irrelevant he is. I've completely missed him. Where is he? Where is that bastard? Hey, there he is. P16. That's all right. Okay. You know, Max was second, like 23rd place, though. Lap 1 at China, so it's not all doom and gloom. But let's have a look here at the setup then for the race. 57 laps. The mediums go 40. So it's a comfortable, easy one-stop, theoretically. Medium to soft. So I'm going to start on the medium tyres. We'll be on that tyre for longest. And I'll end the race maybe on soft tyres, if I think we can do it. Maybe with Gasly, that's not the case, because we know his tyre wear, so we might have a one-stop on both set of mediums. But we'll start the race on medium tyres, because also, especially for Verstappen at the back, I think it'll be better for him to have that kind of, you know, longer stint at the start here. And in terms of what people are thinking, a lot are on softs. Hamilton's on softs. I think the other Merc is on hards. So it's either hards or softs, really. There's a few on mediums with me, but not too many, really. And Hamilton's on softs, so that might mean he's going aggressive potentially, or he's just doing the same one-stop we're doing, but just the other way around. Let's get into this then and see how we mosey from 22nd place and P11 then as we go to 5 red lights to the Portuguese Grand Prix. Let's have a look at Gasly because he's further ahead. 5 lights are out. We're underway and, oh, it's a okay start. I was going to say good, but then we got bogged down behind the Williams car. The Ferrari of Leclerc comes through as well. Oh, what a move, Pierre. 3 moves up there, up into P8, maybe P7 as we battle Carlos Sainz. No, down to P9, my bad. But Hamilton's bogged down in P7, so at least that's one good thing we've got going for us. Meanwhile, Verstappen's up into P18, so he's been held up a little bit, but we're focusing on Gasly. He's up into P6. It's been a fantastic little sequence there on lap 1. 6 overtakes made on 1 lap. Go on, Gasly, go for one more. Get up into P4 if you can as we go through to the last corner. Not quite, but 6 overtakes in 1 lap there for Pierre Gasly. Great stuff there. Down the inside to turn 1, and he's up into P4, maybe? No. The Racing Point car comes back at us, though. It's close. It's tight. Might have to use ERS, though, as we come through the chicane. We go through this next right-hander. ERS it. Come on, there we go. Much better. Up into P4. Verstappen, where are you? P10. He's made 12 moves. He's made 12 moves. We go through this next right-hander. Going to ERS it and get past up into P9. Good stuff there, mate. Really good stuff. Let's ERS it again. Get past the McLaren. P8. Down the inside of the Racing Point car. P7 potentially. Go on, Max. Go on. Low fuel delta. It's fine. We'll push on. There we go. P6. That is amazing. That is how many positions is that? That's 16 overtakes in 2 laps. 16 overtakes. That is crazy, mate. Crazy. Right, we're going to conserve now. We're going to go medium fuel and now settle down for this Grand Prix because we now need to go a little bit longer. Verstappen's made a mistake. Gasly's made a mistake, both into turn 1. But now we calm things down. You know what? I'm going to go backup mode for both drivers. Rapidly try and cool down these tyres before we do anything else. Right, so right now Hamilton's in P1. Surprise, surprise. And he's pulling away because he's just an absolute master once he gets into P1. But Gasly's P4. Verstappen just got up into P5. So the 2 Red Bulls are on track at the same time. Same piece of the track once again. And I might let... I'm going to let them race. I'm not going to do any team orders. Let's just let them race and see what happens there. Verstappen side by side with Gasly, but we're both trying to get the Renault. So let's both use ERS here on this straight. Try and catch up to this Renault and get past. Not quite there. We saved ERS of both now. We used it all up, but both couldn't get past the Renault. And Verstappen still tries to attack Gasly. Gasly's got past. Up into P3. Good stuff. Verstappen's around the outside as well. Through the last turn. No, not quite. He's got to do the job later now. As Gasly defends for P3. Lock up there from... Oh, what? What the hell? Bottas was in my way. Did we... I thought that was Ricciardo, my bad. It was Bottas, but... Oh, Gasly's now got a drive-through, apparently. Oh, no, he's under investigation. Now he's got a drive-through. Oh, for flip's sake. What? It was just like... It was like a lock-up, and then we... right, okay. Flat-out attack then, mate. Flat-out attack. We got to go for it. Right, we're in. We've served our penalty. We're pushing out now, and we're down to P11. That's frustrating from Gasly. It does give me less of a headache in terms of Verstappen. We didn't need to use team orders. He's just through now to P3 and can chase after Hülkenberg in the Toro Rosso, I believe. But Gasly, P11. At least he's not majorly outside the point, so he can recover this. We're already up into P9 then. We've overtaken Carlos Sainz in the McLaren. We're catching up to Auer in the Mercedes car there. Gasly's got a form of 10. He's got a much better form than Verstappen right now, so I'm hoping he can pull this through and get back into that P4 at least minimum. As he's gaining, I think, on the car. We're fast-forwarding. You may not be able to see what's going on here. Let's slow this down and have a look here. Zoom out. Right, P8's there. P7's there. So that's Ricciardo next, then Auer. Meanwhile, Verstappen's doing some good work on the mediums in P3, catching the Toro Rosso despite going conserve. But Hamilton is 22 seconds ahead. My God. My word. Right, George Russell spewing out of a retirement there with an engine failure. Looks like mechanical issue. Meanwhile, Verstappen is on the back of Hülkenberg. We're on low fuel, though, because I need to save fuel desperately. Going to use ERS, though. That might help us out and make a move. No, not quite going to save it now. Another burst down this straight here. Double ERS. And there we go. P2. Good stuff there. Hülkenberg uses ERS, though, to come back at us, so we'll use it again to defend. Hülkenberg, oh, he's going to come down the inside. We have to save fuel, though, desperately with Verstappen because we really burnt a lot in that first stint there. And we'll go conserve and really try and lock down this one-stop race for us on mediums. Meanwhile, Gasly's pushing a little bit harder. He's in P8. He's overtaken Ricciardo. That's good. We'll stay in medium fuel, but we'll go ERS. Low fuel delta, I know. Come on, use ERS. Get past. Yeah, we got past hour. Good stuff. P7. I'll keep medium. We should have enough laps in this race to be able to save that fuel on medium, I think. And hour's coming back at us, though. That Merc has pace, remember, but we're going to stay in P6. He comes back, though. We're going to use ERS to defend and get that place back. It's a side-by-side battle there. Ding-dong battle, really, with Al. We'll go neutral now. Try and keep ahead Gasly, mate. P6. Come on, mate. We need to stretch those legs. Get away from him. Get away from him. He's doing it. Yeah, he's getting away. He's getting away a little bit. We'll use high fuel mixture a little bit. Go pushing. We really need to get away now. ERS. Come on, just piss off, mate. We don't need you. We don't need you, Merc. We're trying to catch up to the Ferrari. We've got better things to worry about. Oh, engine failure there for... I think that's Bottas going down the order. I think you can see the Renault there has got a major issue there, and he's going to retire. I think that's Bottas there, and so we're up into P4, and Gasly just has to overtake Leclerc. We're back up into P3 there, and pretty much with Verstappen once again. So we've made up for the drive-through really well. The only niggling thing is ours sticking with us, which is really annoying. And Lance Stroll's crash, virtual safety car. That's going to be good for us to save fuel then. Let's go low, low. Save all the fuel, save all the tyre wear. Do you want to pit now? No, we've got a long way to go on these tyres, so let's not pit. Right, going back to what we were. Medium, neutral. Let's go actually full out attack with Gasly. And he could try and get on the heels of Leclerc maybe with enough attacking. Oh, Romain Grosjean's crash. Yellow flags. Sector 1. So 2 crashes so far. I think 3 or 4 retirements so far in this Grand Prix. So, oh, and ours go. This dude, get away, mate. You're meant to be the irrelevant Mercedes driver with no pace. Why are you attacking us, man? Get away. Go away from us. We don't want you here. P4. Come on. Where is Leclerc? He's pulling away from us. This isn't in the plan. Right, I'm going to start pushing Gasly now. He's got worn tyres, so flat out attack now for 2 laps. And let's see what we can do here. We'll use some ERS on the next lap, but he's gained 1 second here. Use some ERS there on that straight. He's gained 1.2 there. He's gaining on Leclerc quite rapidly. We're going to pit in now this lap. Mediums to end this Grand Prix. Hopefully there's no drive-through. We should be fine to the end. Fast pits off for Gasly. He'll come in. Tyres overheated. That's fine. Just about losing some time now. So pretty well timed there in the pit lane. Good pit stop. No mistake. Lovely stuff, mate. Push out on the out lap there. High, high. We'll go auto for ERS. Go auto for Verstappen as well. But he's still got a few laps to go, maybe. Right, sit rep. Lap number 29. Verstappen P2. Gasly is P5. I need to bring down these tyre temps. Leclerc's gone on a little bit longer on hard tyres, so I'm hoping we can try and jump him. Verstappen's still doing a very good job on these tyres, actually. I think we could go for a one-stop on softs, you know, at the rate he's saving these tyres. Worn tyres just now. We go on for a few more laps. He could really do some great work here and go on to softs. Right, going to go overtake mode. We're going to push in on the remainder of this lap and pit in this lap as we catch some cars. Right, 34. How many laps is that then? We've got 3:27. That's just about the limit of soft tyres, you know? Just about the limit of soft tyres. Do we risk it? Do we go for softs or do we go with what we know? Let's look at the facts here. If we pause it, Hamilton is 22 seconds ahead of us. He's on softs. Let's say he pits. I think it'll be better if we're on mediums, because then we can definitely control the race to the end of this Grand Prix. And we can also push the mediums a lot more. So we're going to go with the China strategy. Pit in, mediums. We're side by side in the pit lane with a Williams car. No mistake there. Right, push in on the out lap there, mate. And just wreck those tyres. And we'll just pray that Hamilton has to make a pit stop. Meanwhile, we're back. Meanwhile, we come out ahead of Leclerc. He's gone to mediums as well. So we're on the same tyre compound, going to the end of the Grand Prix. He's on about 5 laps, maybe even 8 laps fresher tyres. So this might be close between Leclerc and Gasly, you know, at the end of this Grand Prix. So we're going to have to make sure we conserve enough tyres for the end of this race with Gasly and save fuel. Right, meanwhile, with Verstappen, he's been pushing. Let's just try and calm down a little bit and try and bring those tyre temps back down to earth a little. Oh, Ricciardo has crashed. Ricciardo has stuck his Renault deep into the wall there. And so at the moment, we are fuel saving right now with Verstappen and conserving, because I need to bring these tyre temps down. They've shot up for some reason. But the gap is 34 seconds. So even if Hamilton pits, he's going to come out ahead of us, which is really annoying because he's just on the other side of the circuit now. But that is how OP he is. So I think we're just seeing this race through to the end of P2 and 3. I can't lie, lads. I think that's the end of our race, to be honest. Hamilton pits, and yeah, Hamilton's pit, and he's all the way over there. He's made a pit stop, and he's all the way over there. Just, yeah. The man is on another planet when he gets into P1. Meanwhile, Gasly, in terms of him, he's looking pretty comfortably ahead of Leclerc. He's kind of still keeping honest within like 6 seconds there, but I think he should hopefully have it for P3. Right, we're on to the final lap of the Grand Prix, then Hamilton in a whopping 34-second lead there. No chance. Verstappen P2 though, he's just been controlling the race, doing really well, just doing what he needs to do. He's got fuel in the tank. Same with Gasly. He's a little bit iffy on tyre wear though, 20%. So this will be a little bit close, maybe towards the end of this lap then, if he loses any more pace, but he'll still also do a fantastic job, even with a drive-through there in 3rd place. The race is ended though, Hamilton wins the Grand Prix by a whopping 35, even larger there. Verstappen comes home. P2 though, fair play lads, solid race, 2 and 3, can't complain to be honest. We'll get him next time, You know, last race was our turn, this race is his turn. We did get Auer though, he's in P5, so constructors-wise, for the championship, obviously, the more important thing to worry about, the constructors here in the manager career, I think we've done well to limit damage or even gain a little bit, because if Hamilton gets 27 points, let me tot this up here once we get to the end of the race, because if he gets 27, we get 18 and 12, that's going to be 20, 30, but then you add on Auer, so I think they actually outscored us still, which is really annoying, so we really do need to be beating Hamilton to even outscore Merck. Right, yeah, unfortunately, Hamilton gets 27, so they get 37 points, and we had, oh, not 12, sorry, 15, my bad, forgot about that, yeah, Gasly P3, so we get 23, 33, so they outscored us by 4 points, so we need to somehow get Auer lower, or we need to just beat Hamilton, simple fact, but he was basically untouchable that race. In the championship then, Gasly's 46 points behind Hamilton. Verstappen is closing up to Gasly, obviously. Constructors, the gap is 23. That's really annoying. And Ferrari have really dropped off this year. They're nowhere. 38 points. They're behind Racing Point. They were the ones challenging Merck. Remember last season, they were back and forth with Merck for the first few races. Now they're nowhere. Very surprising. But we've got 2.4 in the bank, so good stuff there. Plenty of cash flow. And all in all, like I said, solid Grand Prix. I'm kind of hoping that other teams can start to step up a little bit, because having just Hamilton to fight is getting a little bit annoying, to be honest. I think some of you guys can agree with me as well. So I'm kind of hoping some of the other teams can try and improve a little bit and try and challenge Hamilton, almost like the end of last season. But for now, really just us versus Hamilton. And we just need to keep on improving the car, basically, try and match his OP nature once he gets into 1st place. But guys, if you did enjoy that episode, be sure to smash that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're on your own, hit subscribe for weekly full-on content. I've been aarava. Hope you enjoyed today, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.